cat is so freaking cute. Such a sweetie. Alright, hello you all. Thank you for joining me here. I am here to get my energy right in this space and time. And we all do this. We all need this kind of thing. A ritual for peace and calm in times especially useful when others are trying to direct or derail your energy. Here's some for you too. Okay, so sometimes I just write down a couple things I want to talk about. It's been a couple days, so I had a couple of things. Oh, he's back. I gotta throw the mouse. I get to throw the mouse. He's so cute. Lets you pick him up. He sleeps next to me every night. He's such a sweetie. So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but I believe there's been a documentary done on this as well that I watched. This symbol here, right? Apparently, like when I was a kid, we were drawing that stuff, and apparently beyond time immemorial, basically this symbol has been found. And I was thinking about like why that would be. Right? What's so important to carry from generation to generation? And then looking at it, I kind of realized that it teaches us about sigils, right? Because here's something that you can draw over and over again. What real purpose does it have? Nothing. It's just something to like, almost kind of like program your subconscious, right? Because when you're doing it, you don't really know what you're doing. It's showing us also how writing has power, kind of like with manifestation. A lot of manifestation techniques are with, hold on one second, I get to throw the mouse. He brings it back every time. Here, Anita, how are you? What else does it show us? It shows us about bringing thought to reality, because you really kind of put it in your mind. And it also brings to mind the idea of zeitgeist, which is kind of like universal consciousness, or the same idea cropping up in different locations and times, seemingly not related. Here are some other wonderful things that I have remembered over the last couple of days. How am I doing? Anita, thank you so much for asking. Today I'm really trying to, no, not I'm trying to, today I'm focusing on maintaining my energy when others would want to use it for their own purposes. Yes, everything is going well. I just heard from my mom that the heart transplant is really good. The heart is pumping very strong. He's just taking a little bit longer to regain his full senses after being under anesthesia for so long. So, I don't think I've ever really talked about that. Can you ask what? You want to ask a question? Oh, is going well. Yes, you can ask a question. And so I choose to come here and work on this. What is coming towards Anita? I need to know. Okay, what is coming towards you? Is a choice about where you spend your material energy, resources, money, things like that. It's like something that you thought. This came out upside down and I put them all in right side up, so there's a reason it's here upside down. This is about some idea that you thought you were going to progress with in the material world, but it seems like it's not really going anywhere, or what you thought it was wasn't even real. And it had something to do with like a team of people. And now with all that, you're like, do I even want to put in all this effort? It doesn't seem like it's going to come to fruition. Rezwan, I am from the greater New York City metropolitan area. I live across the Hudson River in New Jersey. I grew up in Oregon, which is why some people think I have a weird accent. As an American, I guess. Because there is distinct accents and the difference of the way people talk from the West Coast and the East Coast. It's gotten better as I've been here longer and we continue to progress that society where everyone and everything are so close together, literally within reach in this 5D space. Alright. These cards are prepped for the next one. But it's not yet. Later for now. So, always my mother wanted me to have a daughter because we have, I don't know how to explain it, some kind of like special lineage that's passed down the maternal line, and I mean, I can't say unfortunately, but like that didn't happen, right? Like, that's okay. It didn't happen. But now I've come to remember what the maternal line is in my family, and it is the Lemurian timeline. I'm basically very much a star child. Everyone is made of star material, yes, that's just the nature of the chemistry and biochemistry of our physical body. But the spirit, the soul, the true center, I've had many lifetimes. And I think my last lifetime before this, I was in the Pleiades. I've always been extremely drawn to that since I was a child. You could easily see it as you were a child, and it got more difficult to see it as you were an adult. You'd have to look like out the corner of your eye to maybe see the Pleiades. Lately, I've been, I guess I would say like spiritual warfare, which is funny because it's not really any kind of warfare. You just call on the energies that are positive, that help you. So the thing that's kind of been bothering me, my cat saw it and drew my attention toward it, and it was like a monitoring spirit, something like kind of a shadow there or something. I don't really know how to explain it. I guess I'm remembering how I can see all different kinds of energy. And instead of casting it out, because I had been in this space previously and thinking, about oneness of everything and the trueness of that, I realized that if it's also here and I'm also here, then we're one. And if it's here and it is trying to do ill, what does 5D consciousness or Christ consciousness think about what do you do to enhance the effective energy, right? To like raise its energy. Previously, I would have been like casting it out, do the whole like making sure I have armor on when I go to sleep, and when I'm awake too, to keep my energy like clean and not necessarily well, not at all allowing my energy to be used for others, people's, like, wants, desires, needs, like emotional needs. Yeah. Sometimes people want things from you, especially like family or something like that. If you try not to give it, like to a boss or something, the energy they want. Some people have, like, drain other people's energies because they have, like, an entity attached to them or a parasite attached to them. And their energy is getting sucked, so they suck energy from other people. This specific one is on the person's eyes, black, like they can't see. And it came into my dreams, and I was very scared. But then I realized if we're all one, then all I need to do to like eliminate this energy instead of sending it back, right, which is kind of like reactive and not totally loving, is to ask the earth to take it and take that energy and put it in the earth. Because what does the earth come up with? Abundance, food, animals, everything that we need to live and eat comes from the earth. And so any of that energy that's given to the earth can serve no other purpose than the earth's purpose of abundance. And that's how they return to do another attempt at like 3D life or 5D energy life. And it's just a circle. It's also, it's tough when you feel, or you feel that others are kind of looping through life, making the same mistake over and over again. And it's difficult to watch that. And in the past, I have mistakenly erred in others learning their lesson by like getting in and helping, so that rock bottom at that point where they learn who they really are didn't come. I couldn't be okay with maybe the energy that was going to come out of that if I wasn't there, if I didn't want to. The urge to check the cards. So one of you guys are here for a reason. And I bet both of you are, because that's just what happens in my life. Oof. One of you, please take this if this resonates. You are moving on from this feeling of desolation, not abundance, void, winter, solace, ideas. Moving on. And it's tough. It is. And a few days ago, I don't know if you've seen my other lives, I make them like available afterwards, but I kept getting the Tower and death and judgment and the Tower, and then I was asking about the Tower, and I kept getting the Lovers cards, and today I found out why that was showing up so much. And that also has to do with the looping patterns. And of course, most people can't see their own looping patterns. I don't believe I do. I just know that they exist. And I ask others very often about what they can see, right? So everybody has blind spots. They do. right now, that's the energy I'm getting from the cards, is about that. Okay, I've got the message. We need to call in our angels. So we're gonna do that next. Okay. Hi, Carl. Hi, Carl Jackson. What am I doing here? Trying to get my energy in a good space, sharing energy with other people, starting their own on their path and journey. This feels like a good space for you. I guarantee that's what you're here for. I open people's third eye. I start them on their path. I also am one who helps others transition from birth and through death. Oh, ready? Also, I'm playing fetch with my cat. He's so cute. And he brings it back, and so I throw it again. He's like a little dog. It's wonderful. So now the next thing we're going to do is we are going to call in our celestial team. Heavy hitter, 8 number 1, Archangel Michael. Woo! Cloak of protection, sword of truth on our path as we travel. Archangel Gabriel, wisdom and strength for our journey, protecting our mind and discernment. Archangel Raphael, healing body, heart, mind, soul. I can talk for hours about the healing myself and my family have experienced with him there. And Archangel Uriel keeps us in touch with our intuition, helps us remember what all of our powers are for, and just helps everything feel a little more fun, which I love. I love that so much. What else are we doing here? I've got tarot cards, but also I almost feel like I'm channeling 11 people, one here, one. If anyone has a question. Yes? Okay, yes. Damn! Okay, first, can I just tell you, you saw me shuffle this deck several times. All of the cards in this tarot deck that are like this are extras that were never really assigned a position, but came with the deck because it showed the additional work of the artist. And they do look like they have some, meanings, which we will look into. But that's wild. There's only 3 of them in here, right? People are like, do you believe in tarot? And then I'm like, statistically impossible odds. And here it is. And you can watch it over and over again. That's crazy. This has to do with some people who, right? In love, in peace, right? Birds flying around their head, almost like they're crazy in love, right? This one, right? It could be parent and child, but it could also be like a situation where someone leaves too soon, when maybe they were teaching you what to do. Oh, there's 4 of these cards, not 3. That's right, I remember the next one. And then there's this. So it almost feels like, right, this relationship is going from here, crazy in love, to we can never, right? I'm going this way, you're going that way, and then just nothingness. Oof. I just heard you got all of yourself. That's the most important thing. And it's very good that you're here. These things can be transmuted. I will talk about all that. There's very many ways to do that. My latest way of doing it is to kind of like welcome the energy into the space, knowing that I'm centered and protected, and then feeding it to the earth, giving it to the earth, because what? New subscriber. Thanks. Hey, how you doing? Oh, okay. What's up? Where is it? Where's your mouse? If you don't bring it, I can't throw it. It's over there. You gotta go get it. I was playing fetch with my cat. Now my cat thinks I'm playing fetch. Like, no. No, 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 no. So that's one way. There is also sound, smoke, intention, like envision it in your mind. What else is good? Salt waters, showers with intention, burning a candle and looking at the flame. There's so many, many ways to change energy that is maybe attached to you or is happening to someone around you that you know is not going to be beneficial for you to engage in. Yep. Yep. You're down there saying judgment. You are being called up. You're being called up, called here. Time to go. What are you doing down there in these little hovels? We are ascending energy here. It's slow and steady. Why is it slow and steady? Because we cling too much to our 3D experience. And if you use your energy thinking about things, planning things for the future, worrying about the past, then you're not using your energy towards your purpose, your passion, you're not putting the energy in your life. You're using your energy to live for other people. Yep. Yo, there's a lot of breakup messages here. I know why. It's not me. It's okay. But also, it's bigger than just me. But with intention, I'm going to shuffle these cards so that none of my energy is in it and we will get good messages. Yeah. Yep, it's just so much about loops. It's so much about loops. Somehow, the bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups, but this kind of, well, I'll show you the cards, this kind of thing, it just looks like a repeating cycle, right? Being taken away, right? Being separated from that which you feel you love and need, right? The relationship between a child and a parent, like, is a unique and strong one, genuinely, and if you don't have that, then it leaves a large hole in your life, and that's what you're constantly looking for and trying to hold on to. This, like, offer of love that you think is your dream come true wish fulfillment. And then you find out that it's not. And then you try again. And then you feel like, I've already done this before, I've taken all of these actions, it doesn't get me where I want to go, because you have false beliefs in your mind. You don't realize you are the magician, and therefore there is this feeling of desolation, isolation, the void, winter. Oh, let me make sure I put these on the right way. Oh, yes I did. Nice. Alright. We gotta clear this energy a little bit again. I love using smoke, but here's what we're gonna do. I have a whole jar of crystals, guys. I love them so much. Here, we're just gonna have a little rose quartz energy. There you go. Oh, sending it to you. There is no one like you. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. And then don't be afraid when you're shown. Most people aren't shown because it is scary. Most people are just shown the next step and the next one. Because if we saw the whole picture, it would feel like, how would we ever accomplish that? But life is long. Life is long, and there are many to work with on the journey. And that's how you amplify. That's how you change energy, change vibrations, change states of being. I saw the Lovers and the Hermit earlier as well. I think a lot of... This is just a time of massive change, basically. And of course, 10 of Pentacles, 10 people here. This is all about legacy, getting everything you want materially. This is Archangel Michael here, right now. This is the card. Protects your ideas, gives you inspiration. Winning ideas out of nowhere come into your mind. And you're the kind of person who wants to pursue them all out, wholeheartedly. Let's go! I have a great idea, let's go! That's this guy. And this is why it's success. Somebody in here, very successful. Very successful. Listen to your intuition. Use your discernment. That's how you'll know what is actually right for you. Right? Because people will try to dissuade you energetically or emotionally. And there will be times you'll feel like this, right? The 8 of Pentacles. You're just waiting like, is this ever going to grow into 10? 10 was what I was looking for. 10 was I was told I would get. What is this 8 here? That's when you just have to trust, right? Believe, know that Judgment card again, y'all. Why is judgment negative? There's 2 ways. There's judgment. One, you have your own judgment about what's right for you or not, what is aligned with your moral character, and what you are okay with doing or not, right? That kind of thing. And then there's the judgment that is, instead of yourself, and are you right with yourself, is externalized onto others. And it could be something as little as just making a comment about how some person, you think it's funny, but it's still judgment. You're judging how that other person is doing something, and judgment is inherently negative. That's why the fire truck is going by. It is like, pay attention, pay attention. This is truth. This is truth. It's thunder and lightning outside too. Oof. The devil's in here too. Somebody's not walking away from something. They got ideas about with nostalgia. So how do you eliminate judgment, right? Not just of yourself so that you can achieve more, but especially of others. And I'm ashamed to say it took me way too long to understand that it's acceptance. Acceptance and allowing people to be who they are is how you eliminate that negativity of judgment. Oof. Things are crumbling, y'all. They really, really are. And I feel almost like I can't get a different message out of these cards than the ones I keep getting, which is that, like, now see, this is the opposite one. Did I just get that because I wanted to see it? I don't know. Oh no, it's the truth. That while some are like lovers and then hermits or in grief, there's also lovers in love, in joy, in family, in abundance. I think I come to this space very often because it helps me recenter myself. And I should be here much more often. That's all I really want. Truthfully. There are also some, I keep seeing, there's some other relationships where it's like you're renewed. Your emotional attachment, your love, your relationship. There are those where this happens. And all those are true and at the same time, right? Like, this is what I mean by big shifts. Be conscious with your choices. Be conscious of what you're spending time with. Yeah. I've already identified like what it is that I try to avoid, like streaming, live stream, or making videos or anything like that. And it's because consumption is so much easier. How much easier is it to just watch a video rather than kind of being engaged and, I don't know, creating something, being like vulnerable as yourself? Like, for me, those things take energy. But like all beliefs, that's a false one. I come here every day for love and alignment. We do prayers, we do tarot cards, whatever is needed to enhance the energy in this space so that those here who are meant to be here understand what's going on. This is my card. This is me. That's how I know the message is for me. Oof. Y'all, things are a little messy. What am I going to tell you? Here's what I tell you when things get messy. Call your energy back to yourself. Cleanse your energy. That way it's yours. Center your energy. It can't be taken from you. That idea of an eye on the prize, right? What is the goal? Don't be sidetracked. Decisions that are aligned. There's someone who's going to see those and knows that this is them. And me too. There's always those moments where you're kind of waiting. You're not sure, don't know if you want to, you need to, you have to. All I need to do is be here. Somebody's stuck making a decision. Yeah. You act like you don't know what to pick. And the reason you feel that way is because you consider what others would expect or want from you rather than what is right for you. Right? You know what's right for you. Then how are you being like, I don't know. There's so many choices. What am I supposed to do? Only thing you're supposed to do is manage your energy and focus it on things you want to grow. Don't talk about the past. Don't talk about the future. Meditate, rest, right? Understand that all will be revealed. I heard that in time. And be patient. Do the work, right? Walk the path. That's how there is to truths that you don't have destiny and you do. Your destiny is the path that's planned for you, but you also have the option to not walk that path. So you still have freedom of choice, even though you also have a purpose, a path, a destiny. Also, let me tell you, you can pick it up at any time and let your whole life change for the better. It's never too late. Never, never. Because all time is here, all space is here. Access whatever we want in this amazing little device that fits in our pocket to talk to people from around the world, to share energy, space, vibe, guide. Ooh, somebody here. Also, your energy is pristine, whoever you are. This is amazing. You are the Empress. And you really had to fight to get there. And so, like, I'm proud of you, but my deepest wish is that this didn't cost this. Or make you feel like you have to defend your position. No. You do not have to. It does take strength to stay in the vibration of the Empress, though, right? And in this world, how easy is it to feel like you always have enough? How easy is it to feel like you have energy? How easy is it to feel like you're happy? That's the work. That's the work that I need to, right? If I'm here supposed to be the one to show those few people come in every day about the options, their path, make them consider that still small voice in their head. And the only way I can do that is by not giving my energy to things I truly have no control over, right? Like what other people do or think or believe. And this is what is meant by the idea of hate the sin and love the sinner. Right? Because it's not the person who's bad, it is what they're choosing to do, think, believe, act upon. And those are things that they can change. Changes. Do not judge changes, accept that things need to change, and the sooner that you see that and you start making the change, the easier the transition is. Know that you are always in the right place at the right time, every time, 100%. 100%. Right? Like, my still small voice has taught me and shown me some really random stuff, I guess, I would say. It usually tells me things to do or things to get, or like, hey, like, tells me to do things like money magic, things like that. So it was telling me to get stacks of 10 $1 bills and then roll them all up together and then say these kind of things over it. And so there's been kind of like a lot of I'm sorry, I'm getting messages during the live too, which is I'm trying not to spend any energy processing them, but they do kind of interrupt my line of thinking. But right now I'm going to say that won't happen ever again. And that will be my truth from now until eternity. focus your energy and your actions on the things you are supposed to do and be, right? Being a bright light, beacon, way shower seems easy, but maintaining a high vibrational energy in the 3D world around you sometimes is not always so easy, right? To be like this. This is what makes it easy. A different perspective, an idea of like, okay, well, that happened. What else? Being okay with other people seeing you as this too. Like, caring what you think more than what others think about you. You know the truth of you. And if you don't, all you have to do is listen. Not to anyone else, just listen to yourself. Listen to your thoughts. Listen to the words you speak. The choices you make, the actions you take. Somebody else in here is like very spiritually powerful as well. I try not to, during my lives, I try not to repeat the same story or topic to the people who come in over and over, just because I do make it live after the fact, and I think it's more like I don't want to repeat over and over again. I don't know how else to explain it. Right? Like, even me, I can't use all my energy in helping you all to understand what is going on in spiritual realms, in energetic realms, and realities of how most of everything is absolutely nothing, and that's why you can make it whatever you want. And, right? People will get in their feels. I don't know if this is right for me. I don't think I want to do that. I'm not good at this. I'm not enough. Who do you think you are lying to? Someone who knows you better than you know yourself? Uh-huh. Because it's the one that's always been with you. How much do we shove down our heart and vulnerability, which is the really only way you can connect to sincerely to another person? Yeah. So, yeah, more like wild, interesting things in my life that I am working so hard to not allow all my energy to be sucked away. I'm allowed to be selfish. I'm allowed to do what I want for me. And you are too. And even for any reason, there's something that you don't want to do or focus on or consider or put your energy towards, then don't. And that's the last I'm going to talk about this too, because talking about it is giving your energy to it. Thinking about it is giving your energy to it. Remembering, plotting, planning. It's a waste. It's a waste. What is here right now? This moment. What am I doing with this? I don't know. What am I doing with everything around here? I don't know, and that's okay. I know that I will still be happy no matter what happens, because it's a choice. It's a choice. It's like a fake it till you make it. Like, just smile long enough that you start to feel happy. And you can do that inside around no one else. And since I'm talking about it, that means I also need to take this advice as well. Whew. I don't know. And that's okay. Because then you know that there's others who don't know how it's going to work out. Like, truthfully, we all don't know. We say these things to give us some comfort about the future. And the only comfort about the future happens in the present and what you do with the moment that you have right now. Do you think that thinking about any of these things is going to change the outcome? I can tell you, nope, nope, nope. I can tell you right now, I need to tell somebody they have the strength, they have the capacity to be this. Someone who takes care of themselves, has enough for themselves, has enough for others. You have the strength to do that, right? There's a lot of yellow in here. I would say, like, consider things about your solar plexus chakra, your identity almost. This is coming. This is coming. Again, we see. Ooh. And as I put it down, I saw the 8 of Wands, which means it's going to happen quick. And it has something to do with your long term. Okay, we'll deal with that in 1 second. Something is here, that's what I'll say. So the Tower is like, it's coming, but it's telling you you have the strength to overcome it, and afterwards you are going to again start slow, careful forward movement towards your goals. It's going to involve other people. I'm waiting for this to come out because this is what we're all talking about, right? You make your own reality. When you have control of your mind, your emotions, your thoughts, your material world is in perspective to everything else, right? You don't see like a huge pile of money, you see one pentacle to go with one cup. Everything in portion, and you make your whole life from your ideas into reality. Yep, that's what you want. King of Pentacles and King of Cups. You want to be in charge. And you can be 100%. What do you focus on? What do you choose? And how you spend your time is what you choose. What you're choosing. And if you're doing the same thing over and over, you're going to get the same thing over and over, right? Like, I'm a chemist. Every scientist knows this. If you can't reproduce it, right, then it's not true. It's not real. Your hypothesis fails. I've seen a lot of the same, like, abundance stuff, like somebody here now or in the future this is for them, like everything is all good. Again, you are the emperor, you're in control of everything, even things you think are out of your control or are being done to you, right? This is like victim mentality chained to something. A lot of false beliefs actually stem from this kind of thing. Okay, I said there was something there and I see it again. I have another way to explain it except to see it. So it's like another kind of monitoring spirit, and instead of up this time it's more down. It's over here by the wall and the cabinet, hiding out, thinking that I don't see, hear, feel it, right? First thing I'm going to do, I am totally centered. We are here. I'm being protected. This space, this energy, you and I, by 4 archangels that are part of my celestial council. I am an earth angel, and we are here to raise the general vibration so that the whole earth is as one. And so these type of energies that come up are usually sent by jealousy, judgment, anger. Those are the kind of emotional energy that brings these to life. And so what we are going to do is to acknowledge this energy, and then we're going to transmute it rather than returning to sender. Returning to sender is, energetic justice. But I feel we're at this point in Earth now that each of us hurt ourselves and others so many times a day that it's better to do something about it myself rather than to send it back out into the world. Will the person learn their lesson if I do this? I believe that they will learn their lesson anyway, right? If it's for them, it's for them. So I'm holding my hand here. I'm feeling this energy here. I have black tourmaline. This is for grounding and protection. However, it's all just energy. Eventually, if you journey down this path long enough, you will find that all of these are very similar to the placebo effect, right? It gives you the frequency of the energy, but you can have this frequency at any time, right? Feel this. See what it feels like. See it sitting someplace. Imagine what the space feels like once it's gone. That gives you a good idea. Right? I learned that from someone very, very wise. Incredible you. Definitely, definitely amazing. So what we're gonna do here, it's like we're gonna wind up this energy that doesn't belong here, that serves so much better purpose in fueling the abundance of the earth. This, I don't know who sent this. This is a big one. You have served your purpose. There is higher purpose for you. Gaia, Mother Earth, accept this energy to fuel your abundance. Bam, guys. Bam. And I'm out.